You've heard of the legendary Wild West, but you've never heard the chilling story of the Nevada town that vanished overnight and left behind a mystery so strange, even historians avoid talking about it. Before you watch, tell me in the comments, what do you think happened here? In the next few minutes, you're going to see how a booming American dream town became a silent graveyard in the desert, why hundreds of people disappeared from the map, and how the clues they left behind still haunt Nevada today. This is one of America's strangest forgotten real stories, and you're about to uncover it. Nevada has more ghost towns than actual living towns. Some are simple mining camps, others are tourist attractions. But one of them hides a story that has been buried for over a century. A story of gold, greed, betrayal, fire, and a disappearance so sudden it felt like the desert itself swallowed the town whole. The name of that town is Rhyolite. Today it's a skeleton. Crumbling walls, roofless buildings, desert wind crawling through empty windows like whispers from people long gone. But 1904, this place was a promise. In 1904, a prospector named Shorty Harris found gold in the Nevada desert. Not just a little, this was the kind of discovery that made newspapers shout things like, "The next great American city is born." Within months, the barren desert transformed into a booming metropolis. Electric lights, a stock exchange, a hospital, hotels with marble floors, even an opera house. By 1907, Rhyolite had over 6,000 people. Engineers, miners, entrepreneurs, families. People who believed America still offered miracles. For a moment, it felt like this community was unstoppable. But here's where things get strange. Despite all the money flowing in, despite the companies investing millions, despite the endless optimism, Rhyolite was balancing on a knife's edge. Because beneath the surface of the city, inside the mines, the gold wasn't as deep as people hoped. Investors exaggerated numbers. Bankers lied about production. Companies inflated their profits. Rhyolite wasn't built on gold. It was built on hope. And hope was running out. And then came the moment that changed everything. In 1907, the U.S. suffered a major financial crisis. Stock markets crashed. Banks failed. Investors panicked. And overnight, Rhyolite transformed from America's next great city to America's greatest disappointment. Mines shut down, businesses closed, workers weren't paid, families fled in wagons and trains. But what happened next shocked everyone. Around 1910, the town's electric company, once the pride of Nevada, shut down the power grid without warning. Residents woke up to pitch-black streets. No lamps, no glowing windows, no sound. Just silence and the distant howl of the desert. People later described it like this. It felt like the town died all at once. Those who remained knew the truth. Rhyolite wasn't simply declining, it was being abandoned by the world. Within a year, nearly everyone was gone. Houses were left fully furnished. Doors swung open. Tools lay in the dust. A school with room for 250 children suddenly had one student left. And then that student left too. By 1916, only one person remained in the entire town. Tom T. Kelly, a craftsman who had built his own house out of bottles. Yes, 10,000 glass bottles stacked in the desert sun, creating one of the strangest homes in American history. When reporters asked him why he stayed, he answered, "Someone has to turn off the lights." But the truth? There were no lights to turn off. People abandoned Rhyolite so quickly that many locals believed something darker had happened. Whispers of sabotage, rumors of murder in the mines, wild claims that the gold was cursed, stories of men who went down into the tunnels but never came back up. None of these were ever proven. But the desert does strange things to lonely places. And the question still remains, Why did a booming American city die faster than any other in the West? Most historians blame the economy. But if you ask the locals, they'll tell you there's something about Rhyolite the newspapers never printed. Something that kept people away long after the gold dried up. Today, the sun-bleached ruins still stand. A 3-story bank with no roof. A train depot covered in dust. The shell of the schoolhouse. The bottle house restored but forever lonely. Tourists visit, take photos, and leave feeling uneasy. Some say they hear footsteps echoing through empty buildings. Others swear they feel watched. One traveler wrote, "It felt like the town was remembering itself and grieving." Rhyolite remains a warning carved into the land. Even the brightest dreams can collapse overnight. This was just one forgotten American tragedy. But Nevada hides dozens more ghost towns with stories just as strange, and some even darker. If you love forgotten American history, you'll love what's coming next week. Subscribe, stick around, and tell me in the comments, what do you think really happened to Rhyolite? Economic collapse, a cover-up, or something much stranger buried under the Nevada desert? Because next week, we uncover another hidden disaster America tried to forget.